Hola. Okay, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Hello, my beautiful people. Bum, 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 bum. I had to end the other live because I was watching television. And I was watching MTV and they could hear it, and so I got copyrighted issues. So I had to end the live. So, hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Hello, hello. Where are my cookies? There they are. I think I'm gonna need some more water. I'm out of water. I'm sad. Oh my gosh, I'm out of water. Anyways. No, not artist. No, never artist. I don't care. I didn't care. I didn't care. Okay. I'm back. Anybody here? Hello, hello. Hello, Oscar. You make me happy too. How are you? I had to end the other live because I had copyright. Because I guess they could hear MTV. And so they gave me a little copyright, little thingy-majiggy. So I was like, yeah. So I muted it for a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just end the live, because y'all couldn't comment, and it blocked me for a minute. So I was like, I'll just end the live, watch the end of it, and then I'll hop back on. So here we are. Hello. How are you, Oscar? You make me happy, too. I mean, old-fashioned grandma cookies. That's what I call you. How was your day? So, Eric, because I was watching the television, I got a copyright issue. And they blocked me. So I just ended the live. Hello, Misfit. I'm doing well. How are you? Come on in. So yeah, Eric, because I was watching the TV show, they could hear it, and they said we detected copyrighted stuff on your live. So they blocked me. So I couldn't respond to you all, and I didn't think you could hear me. And they said they wouldn't allow any other people on the live, so I just ended the live. And I watched the rest of the show, and then I got on here. So yeah, that's all. How was your day? How was your day? What's today? Today's Tuesday, right? I did not do that either. What was I gonna do? I didn't do that either. Let me see. Your day was nice? Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good day. My day was quiet. It was good. Just, my day was fine, but not. Thank you, Miss Fit. I love that. You got some smooth moves, you know? Some smooth lines. Okay, Miss Fit. Let me hear some of y'all pickup lines. Let me hear them. Do y'all pick, when y'all do your like pickup lines, do you like write them out and kind of like, but okay, I'm gonna try this? Or is it just something that you're just gonna go with the flow? Or do you have any like special lines to use? It's not a line, is it? Thank you, Miss Fit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I was gonna say something. I'm so smitten. I don't know. I lost my words. Hold on. Definitely didn't put that on there like I was supposed to. Thank you. I was gonna put something on here. Hold on, wait. What was I gonna do? I lost it. I forgot. Please talk about the British accent. It comes and goes because I have to. Usually, if I watch Bridgerton enough, I'll pick it up for a little while. But it's been a little while, so I'm like, sometimes I can pretend, and other times, I have to hear it for a while though. But I do love British accents. They are adorable to me. I love them. Because I'm trying to think now. Now you have me on the spot. I can't. George. I don't know. It comes and goes. What was I going to say? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I didn't do that. Yes. Did anybody finish the the assignment from yesterday. Because y'all dipped out on me. Oh, and then if you were on yesterday, we had some technical issues last night. So last night, for some crazy reason, my video went out, but I could see your comments and stuff, but you couldn't see me. So even when I was checked to my laptop, it was just like spinning, but you couldn't see me. But if you go back and look, my video is up there the entire time, which is so bizarre to me. But I think it's an energy thing, so I'll just leave it at that. So if you did do the deadlies, let me know. You don't have to tell me exactly what came up, but I'm curious to know what topics you pulled. If you did the exercise, and if you had any that came more than one time. Did you pick any specific topic more than once? When you're feeling down, frown. Just when you're feeling down, frown. Just sit down and tune in Aysia Smiles Lab and make sure that doesn't. What does that mean? When you're feeling down, frown. Just sit down. They're already down though. When you're feeling down, frown. Just sit down and tune in to Aysia Smiles Lab, but make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Being in the dark last night was pretty. Y'all was liking that though, wasn't you? You was liking it, but it was hard for me to. It would be different if I would explained it before it went black. Then it would have been. It wouldn't have been. I wouldn't say kinky, but it would have been better for you because energetically you wouldn't have seen me, and it might have made you. It might have been easier for you to do, because they call them deadlies for a reason, right? They're not necessarily light and fluffy, but they do make you think about the things that are problems in your life currently. So, or things that you don't realize they may hold a little bit more weight than you think. That's all. Just to make you aware of it. I pulled money, drugs, and food 3 times. Right? Yeah. So it's interesting how that works out. Okay, if you're feeling down, don't frown. Just sit down and tune in to Aysia Smiles Live. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, thank you. What's up, Misfits? What's up, Dean? Hey, Dean. Thank you, Dean. You said last time. And I didn't even watch The Sopranos, but I remember that last scene. It was like, who wrote this? I think they was pretty upset about the way it ended. Because I guess you didn't want to see them like go out like that, because they're supposed to be the ones on top, so you're not supposed to see them have their demise, I guess. I don't know. It was like, what are you doing? You should tell her to do them too. Shoot. Look, I enjoy, because that's a lighthearted exercise. We call it a deadly, but it's a lighthearted exercise that at any moment in time that you could pull out and you could do, and you could figure out like, hey, why am I feeling like this? What's going on? Like, I don't like this. And then you do that, and some stuff will come up for you. Okay, cool. At least I know what areas I need to check in. And it happens so weird. You be like, I'm fine with that. And then you pull it again. You're like, I thought I was fine with that. Why does it keep coming up? And I just told y'all to do 2 or 3 of why it negatively impacts your life. But in all, you're supposed to do 5. So imagine you pull and you put 5 things down about that one topic. Then you pull again. Then you pull it again. You like, now I got 10 things about the topic. Then you pull it again. Because I had pulled, like when I first did it, I pulled drugs like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, I don't even do drugs. So it caught me off guard, because I was like, drugs? I was like, what are drugs? But I think mine more so was not physical drugs. I think mine was more so like having something in my life that was almost like a drug because it was something you needed all the time, that kind of thing. So it kind of portrayed like my own personal drug, even though it wasn't like physical drugs. But yeah, so I was like, this is so weird. But I didn't pull it this time. Sorry, I'm late. I'm Rose's has again. All right, Nandy. Okay. I see you right with your left hand. I'm right-handed actually. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. I do hear that people who are left-handed are extremely like they're rare but very smart. Here you go. My fourth and fifth one. Oh, that's right. You made an eighth one. Oh, see, okay, that's cool too. Cause I didn't even have a eighth one. Only 7. But I like how you put something in and you kept drawing it. Cause that subconsciously meant you needed to work on that area. That's cool. I like how you figured that out. No, I don't smoke no trees. No. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. I love the exercise. I really do. There's a few of them. So the book has exercises in every chapter. It's like a 12 chapter book. That book is very deep though, so I don't talk about it very often because it's one of those books that I encourage people. So a friend of mine asked me, and I said, you would not want to do that book by yourself. I was like, that is not. It's almost like imagine if I nicknamed the book Julia's Jumanji. So that should tell you something. If you watch Jumanji, that is like the book of Jumanji. Like once you get in, like you gotta go through all the things, but it's gonna come up some deep stuff for you. So I don't even tell people about it. I was like, unless if you do it, you gotta do it with somebody else, at least. And even in the book, she tells you at the end, she would rather you do it with 4 people. Right? She would rather you. And I tell people, I was like, at least do it with you and somebody else, because that book it's like cute and fluffy, but it's so deep. So yeah. Yeah, really locked into it. It's a great one for me. I use my left, but right with my right. Oh, interesting. Are y'all ambidextrous? Ambidextrous. Wait. Why the Hello Kitty is there one like on the live? Huh? What do you mean? I'm not gonna do it for people. I just need Crystal. No, you don't have to. The delivery and the conversation does really well with 4 people. But here's the thing. The tasks part, that doesn't mean that you necessarily share those particular details with the person, but just like the chapter in general, and then what comes up for you within the like what happens in your tasks, and how you're responding, how you're feeling, and what things come up for you when you experience it. It's just that book is, bro. We were gonna do it. We read it one time, then we were gonna go back and do it again. But then she came up with another book, so we ended up doing that book instead, and so that kind of what's come. But I think that book is essentially kind of one of those that you do like almost every year, just because it's a good book. But it's almost like a detox, like how I do like enema. That's what that book is. And you need time to do that because it's 12 weeks. If you're in a good spot in your life, don't do the book. Because it's about to tear some stuff up, right? You like, I don't want it. Let me not. So See, look, when things are going not so well, then do the book because it's gonna bring up a lot of stuff. But things are well, just let it be well because it's like a little thunderstorm, you know, a little twister, if you will. Okay, let's see here. But you lost me on the Hello Kitty. Why the Hello Kitty is there one like on live? I don't know what that means. Misfit. I only see one. It's raining like hell. Okay, gotcha. No. Oh. But you said why is there like one on the live? Is there what on the live? That's what I was trying to figure out. What are you talking about? Okay. But are you a good aim though, then? A good aim, like. I'm trying to think. Can it be a little bit more of a positive, you know, like no positivity? Like no. Why you always want to end somebody's life? Listen, you need a hug. Where Crystal? You didn't miss anything, Nandy. So I am being positive. That's like when people say I'm smiling. You smile. I am smiling. Like, no, that's not a smile. So I got like, you know, like the old cookies that you eat that the grandmas of the world have, and they be in a blue tin. But usually when you open the blue tin and don't be cookies in there, it be like sewing equipment, like sewing. Like you be like seeing needles and thread. You be like this ain't no cookies. But actually I got the cookies. So that's what this is. All the cookies from the blue tin. The little sugar crystals on top. You see it? Okay. I'm gonna do something. I think. That's what these are. Looks like they got little sugar crystals on them. A love letter? No. To my gym. What gym? Huh? Those cookies are the best snack to have, especially after a long day at the gym. You talking about the gym? But Nandy's in Africa, I think. What the gyms look like in Africa? Because I didn't go to the gym in Africa. Africa was hot. But then it rained every day. So then it was very muddy. And it would pour and then it would dry up and it would dry right back up like clay. Very interesting. It was nice though. And let me tell you that, remember over here we talk about CPT time? Not over there. It's times 2. You thought your CPT was bad? Not in Kenya. Kenya people time ain't nothing compared to ours. Not even close. Cause this is almost like they don't even got clocks. They get there when they get there. You hear me? That's it. That's all you need to know. They're gonna get there someday. I don't even know how they do weddings. They ain't on time. This rain is peaceful and soothing. Oh, I love a good peaceful rain. Yeah. All right, All right, Misfit. No, I'm in the States. Won't tell you which state I'm in specifically. Kenyans don't even have one. Exactly. None. They got no clock. I remember the people went to the store that morning. They come back at 4 o'clock. I thought, dang, y'all been gone all day. I enjoy spending time with my kitties. My kitties. Tell us hello. I'm trying to think. Something else happened to Tory Lanez? I have no idea. All I remember is he shot somebody's toe, right? He shot somebody's toe or something? That's all I know. Oh, what's on Lifetime? Which movie? Let me see here. Don't be hating on Lifetime now. Thank you, Eric. Let me see. Let me count this up. Oh, man. Free Asia. What do you mean? Free? I am free. Listen. It do be a little over the top. I feel like I would rather watch Hallmark personally, but people love Lifetime. With them, I'm like, how y'all get like the craziest chicks in these movies? I'm like, why is everybody weird? Everybody weird? I'm writing down my budget for the month. Trying to think what I forgot in here. My level-headedness, thank you. Yeah, I just, and I like to learn. So I'm a lifelong learner, and I'm fascinated by people, like fascinated. The stuff I'd be like, So I seek to understand more than to criticize or judge. Listen, so the stuff I was watching on MTV was the cheaters called Caught in the Act. So basically what it was it was a guy who was dating another guy. He said they moved in together. They moved in kind of quick together, like within like 2 months and stuff. Gave him room in his closet and all kinds of stuff. He's really, he does, I guess he does well for himself and everything. And so they had been getting together for quite a while. He said his best friend came and stayed with him for a couple months. And then she moved out and got her own place. Right? So I said, oh, okay. Right, yeah. And then, so he's like, but for some reason something's off. Like, he was like, but no, they're, the best friends, they're just friends. They're not like doing anything. He's like, okay. He's like, but something's off. He's like, we were, having, like being intimate like 3 or 4 times a week. Now it's like 1, maybe 2. And sometimes we go like weeks without it. He's like, okay. So then they put cameras up in the house and stuff. And you see him and his best friend go upstairs. Like, what y'all doing upstairs? Come downstairs. Then the next day, he take her shopping and she getting like cologne and all kind of stuff. I meant cologne, perfume and all kind of stuff. And she was like, wait a minute, ain't that the friend? I thought that was the friend. So come to find out, he was messing around with the friend, but the friend is trans. I was like, this is too much. My brain to process. Cause I for sure, but I didn't. She wasn't giving male transition to me. She did look like a female to me, so it really threw. I was like, really, they're getting really good at this. They're getting really good at this. Interesting. And then she said they were together for, I think she said 4 or 14. 4 or 14 years. But he been with the guy for 6. And they've been best friends. He's like, but that just happened. But the he was spending a lot of money on her. Like, bought her like $700 worth of perfume and stuff. Paying her, she said her rent was $3,000. And she was like, I just want the same love. She said, my mother and my father are together. And she's like, I want the love like how my father loved me. So obviously, it was a daddy's girl. And daddy took really good care of her, I guess. And that's what she was looking for. She wanted that same kind of what you got. But I was like, whoa. I mean, dropping, yeah. Yeah. That was a lot of money. Listen, I don't mind the soft life. So I'm not even knocking the soft life. She's gonna have to find something else though. Yeah. So that was very interesting. And then because I was watching it and I was so close to the TV, then YouTube was like, hey, copyright. We detect the audio is copyright. And so that's why I had to cut off the live. It's called Caught in the Act, Unfaithful by Tammy somebody. And she been on TV for a while too. She ended up getting cheated on or something on TV or something. So now that's her show. All this drama. Soft life is great. All your bills get paid. But, you know, you have to find the one that wants you for you, just you. Because soft life can also come with other priorities if you are not very specific. So, Eric, great question. Soft life is Tammy. Yes. So, soft life is essentially a woman who is living her best life because she has a man who is providing for her essentially financially. So she's not necessarily having to worry about making her own money, being independent, stuff like that. Now, a lot of women who are living the soft life still have careers or jobs, but they are careers and jobs in which they still get to live the soft life, but they have something to do on the side. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, I don't have to do this, but this is a passion of mine. This is something I want to do. So one lady I follow on Instagram, her husband is very well off and he takes care of her. And then essentially what she does is she makes wigs though. So that's her passion. That's her thing that she does on the side. She makes wigs. But she has a very soft life, and so she doesn't have to make wigs, but she does on the side because that is something she enjoys doing. So soft life is basically he is 100% providing for you, and then he gives you the soft life. So he gives you the spa days, the travels, the entertainment. You don't have any financial issues to worry about. Hello, Q. How are you? So yeah, so that's the soft life, and I enjoy the idea of a soft life. So let me put that out there because I do not desire a 50-50 relationship. What we have learned over time is that however you enter a relationship, most often than not, that's where it stays. So if you enter a relationship and you're okay with 50-50, rarely does it ever go like, okay, babe, I got this. You don't have to worry about this no more. It's usually not the case. So for us as women, when we enter a relationship, you need to know where, in fact, you are. And if you're not willing to, don't settle for something that you're not willing to uphold long term because it's just going to annoy you. So if I decide to go into a relationship 50-50, knowing I want you to take 100% of the bills, it's ultimately not going to work, because you're not going to at some point be like, okay, cool, I got all of it. That's not going to work unless we came in on that way, right? That's why we say when you're in a relationship, how you got me is how you keep me. So if you were wine and dining me, if you were taking me if you were buying me flowers, if we were going on trips, and you were doing all these things, and then 10 years down the line, we're not doing these things no more, then you're wondering what's going on, and you're like, well, I didn't know she was going to leave, but she's been trying to explain to you, how you got me is how you keep me, right? So I want you to continue doing the things that you were already doing. Don't do less than that. Either stay consistent or maybe do more, but don't do less. Any questions? Y'all got your notebooks out? Okay, thank you for defining. You are very welcome, Eric. In other words, don't settle for less. Absolutely, yeah. And just know what you're getting into. Like, as I look back at some of the dates I have, like, there are some dates where you think, oh, well, just certain things, like if you're just meeting somebody for the first time, maybe a coffee date really quickly to figure out if they're going to be your person back and forth. Just to see. Now, as we've gotten older, yes, we like dinner dates and stuff, but in order for you to have a dinner date now with somebody, it really would make more sense that you are actually you've been on several conversations with them and you like them as a person before you spend, money on dinner dates and spend time and essentially waste time on dates where it's not going to go anywhere. I already discussed my hell date. We're not going to go there again, but we won't do any more of those, okay? So we assess before we get there, right? So we'll do, we do coffee dates now and little interim dates to feel the person out and see if that's a good fit. That's good conversation and stuff like that before we get to dinner dates. So generally now, maybe even 2 or 3 weeks before we get to something like that. No, I'm not married, Eric. We've had some interesting dates over the past, and some of them I talked about on live. But I am in my dating era. So that's why I bring up dating. And I was supposed to, somebody did say that they wanted to take me out to lunch this week. I have not heard anything. I thought I would have heard something by now, which is interesting. However, I don't know. So here's the interesting thing about communication is who should say what. Now, in my mind, if you say, we should do lunch this week, and I say, I would like that. To me, that means you initiate it because you mentioned it. And I would normally just wait on you to say something. Now, tomorrow is Wednesday. If I don't hear anything by tomorrow, usually I would kind of just let it go. But I also know that I'm going to be trying to make my way back to ATL in the next couple of weeks. So I won't prolong that one too much longer. If it doesn't happen this week, I let go. All right. Smile, successful author, and relationship coach. Yes. That's because usually the honeymoon phase fades off. Yeah, the honeymoon phase is fading a lot faster these days. Now it's like 18 months. So. Taking notes. I'm well aware of this. I misunderstood. It's okay, Eric. First date should always be conversation focused, in my opinion. Are you agreeing with me or are you disagreeing with me? Are you agreeing with me or disagreeing with me? Q. Like the guy said, it's your food. The guy's listening. He definitely should initiate. Okay. But the conversation piece, that's what I'm saying. Are you agreeing with me or disagreeing with me that the first? Okay. I'm just saying, listen, I don't want any miscommunication. I want to make sure that we are all on the same page, like a flat sheet of paper. Why you gotta cuss at me? Don't cuss at me. Do you cuss a lot, Q? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. That marriage is not important to people anymore nowadays. People just marry for security and financial reasons, but don't genuinely get married for love anymore. I don't know. Because I think sometimes, now I'm going to give you the opposite of that though. When you just get married for love and you don't see all the blind spots, and then you get married with somebody and you be like, they don't do this, they don't do this, they don't do this, but you married for love. Love is supposed to be unconditional. But now you're upset because you have conditions that you overlooked because you was in love. So, that financial piece and the other piece, they all play a part. You know, that, like you said, financial security and love. It should not just be stability, right? It can't just be love, because you still need more. You're marrying a whole person. And why is you upset? What if he is a yes man? Okay. Then go on over there with Crystal now. You're doing too much in this chat. You use it for emphasis. Interesting. You cuss sometimes too, Nandy. Thank you for letting me know. Is it better to marry for love or logic? Explain both sides to me. I feel like I just answered it. No? Like Charles, an old girl from Medea movie Diary. Oh my gosh. Pillows, you know where I'm laying. Q winning tonight. Oh gosh. Yeah. So, I just think people don't ask enough questions. And I'll put myself in that category too, because I didn't ask enough questions. And I'm not saying that you're going to know everything all at one time, but the more questions, the more conversations you have, the better off you'll be able to gauge somebody's demeanor and how they're going to react, how they're going to handle certain things, right? Like, we have all these conversations in the chat. If we never bring up money, right? And then he's like, well, I just love him. I just love him. And he got a whole stack of debt. He got a whole stack of bills. His credit, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't have that conversation, but I love him. But now I'm in a situation, right? Because it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, we were supposed to, get houses and all these things together. So then it could potentially put a strain on the relationship. And then you don't know how bad they are or how good they are with finances, how good they are with other people. How are they going to get along with your family and vice versa? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of other things. I ask more questions now. I seek for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding now than I used to in the past. I have better conversations now, much better conversations. Like, I used to like guys who were very shallow, and I didn't understand. I didn't catch that part. You know, oh, so so, okay. Oh, you like, okay, you like so so. Okay, cool. No, good and well, I don't watch none of that stuff, right? Oh, okay, cool, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And then like, okay, well, I'll pretend to like what he likes. No, good and well, I don't care about none. I remember I liked the guy. He liked like Japanese movies, and I was like, oh, okay. And I'm really trying to get into Japanese movies, and I was like, okay, cool. But I was like, this is cool. This is cool, right? Now, I could have just been honest. But now, back then, I just didn't, I was still trying to be, the, you know, the good girl. I was trying to, oh, okay, cool. This is what you like? Okay, cool. Instead of being like, no, this is what I like, and you do your thing, this is my thing, and I can meet you later, than trying to like the things he likes. Now, granted, like over time, you get with somebody for a long amount of time, then if that's something that they like, then can have similar interests and stuff. But not pretending you don't have likes, right? Just pretending you like all his stuff and not having likes of your own, not being your own person, not being more independent, not liking the stuff that you like, and then not just catering to him. That's what I mean. I mean, they're all right. Here's the thing. I don't mind them, but I also am very much a caption person. So I read captions anyway. But still, there are times where I don't want to have to read the caption to understand what's going on in the movie. Like when I watch Squid Games, like there are times where I don't want to have to read that. You know what I mean? But here we are. So I don't do those very often. But it will definitely expand your horizon, right? You learn new things. So so this is interesting. But if we didn't have our conversation was very shallow, and I just left it like that. I didn't even care to go any deeper. I was young. But still. Younger, I should say. Not young, but younger. I like reading captions, but it helps me concentrate. Yeah. Yeah. I like subtitles. I do. Like if anything I'm watching, it's got subtitles. Anything. But see, that makes sense though, right? Because I'm very much communication. So it all makes sense. All my shows. I'm like, I need captions. Now maybe not like the cheater show type stuff. But yeah. I prefer captions. Anytime I watch a movie or anything, I prefer captions. Captions and subtitles are essentially the same thing. I really love some facial expressions. Yeah. And so when I first got here, Mom was watching some Korean show, and it was like captions and all stuff. I just don't like when they're speaking English they're speaking English voices, but the lips don't match. I don't like that. I do not like that. That will bother me, and then I can't focus. I can't read the captions when your mouth and lips don't move the same. It's throwing me off. Other than one is yellow and the other is black and white. Yeah. So. But great question, Andy. But essentially, they're both the same thing. I think it just depends on where you are and what they call it. Because they can call it both things. Any more questions on the subject? I know, but you know, when they do the Spanish telenovelas, they speak Spanish, but you can never get an English translation. That also bothers me too. Because I probably would watch a couple of telenovelas, but they're only in Spanish captions. And then you try to find English captions, they don't got none. Maybe they have them now, but they did not have them when I would go and look for it. Telenovelas. Demons. I don't even know how to spell telenovelas, so I can't even say if it's right or wrong. I do not know. That is out of my wheelhouse because that is not English. I guess a telenovela sounds like, if I would make it in English, sounds like a TV novel. Yeah, telenovelas sound like TV novel. Yeah, tele is telly. You need to check out them Spanish. Hello, hip hop. Hey, how you been? I've been reading and translating. But you speak Spanish, right? Dean, you speak Spanish anyway? And how'd you learn Spanish? Was your mother Spanish? We get you, Asia. Okay, thank you, Nandy. What time is it? How long have we been out here? We've been out here for an hour. Let me go check on my auntie. She wasn't feeling well today. I told her I was going to check on her. I'll be right back. Okay. Good night, Oscar. I had Mexican friends. Okay, cool. That was really cool. Good night. I'm going to sleep. Good night, Oscar. Hello. Get doing love thought with who? What you talking about? Hip hop. There's a lot of stuff in there. Hello, my comma. Hope get doing love by thought with period. But I talk French. Free shit. Free. Can you rewrite that, please? Nandy, they low-key be good, though, especially when they be calling people by both names. Mofos be talking about Juan Pablo, Diego Rodriguez. Oh. Full names. Is that an owl pillow? It's an owl, yeah. You see? Woo! Woo! I'll be watching you. Beautiful smile and giggles. Thank you, Eric. Not Eric complimenting my smiles. I also had a Mexican girlfriend in elementary and middle school. Okay. Are you a Drake fan? I'm not usually, I'm not really into like a lot of music. Even though I do concerts and stuff, my stuff is more blues. So, not that I listen to it, but that's usually my area. It has to be somebody else is listening to it or on a TikTok or something for me to actually listen to anything else musically, really. I stopped. I feel like once I don't know, it's been a while now. Once I got out of DJing, I stopped like having to like listen to music like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm very much now in books, right? I'm reading. That's when I listen to audio now, it's very rarely music unless I'm like trying to, dance or something. Yes, I did used to be a DJ. But now it's usually like self-help books. It's like audio books. It's binaural beats. So it's like meditation music and stuff like that now. It's not necessarily music like that. Which is probably interesting. It's probably why I have not been doing enough. I need to do more vocal trainings. Because she'll be like, pick a song. I'm like, oh, a song? What song? The only song in my head right now is Anxiety. Because Dean was talking about anxiety. And then I feel like there's one by Sweetie that I like. But I don't listen to like a lot of music. Not really. Most of mine is blues now. So, where the band's at has been on rotation in my head. Just because every time I make a video, it's in the background. I did hear some stuff by Marcellus that I actually did like. That I listened to the other day. I was like, oh, this song kind of nice. A. Absolutely, DJ Lady A. Absolutely. You got it. That was it. That is she. I am her. I didn't show y'all a picture. I did show y'all a picture, right? I didn't show y'all a picture. Let me see if I find a picture. I did that for about 10 years. And then I DJ when I did it about a couple months ago. It was like, you don't want to get on it. You don't want to spin it back a little bit. No, like no. I mean a little bit. I'm just a little bit. You are definitely her. H-E-R. Her. I feel like, do you see it, right? When he said Asia finna be like, this one goes out to communication, right? No, what I was gonna say is, I have done almost all facets of communication, though. When I tell you I've done radio, I've done television, I've DJed. I do like email marketing. I'm doing lives like this. I will do public speaking. When I tell you, I have essentially done all facets of communication, of broadcasting, you know. So I feel like it's just, you know, it's just in me. It's part of the gift. I think it's part of the talent. You use it. Use it. I feel like, I don't know about use it or lose it, but you know. You're very communication oriented. Yeah. It's just in. It's like, it's in me. You gotta come out. I can't bottle it up. But you do have to be good at communicating, right? Like, it doesn't make sense to be out and talk to people and people don't know what you mean. So I continue to do it to make sure that I'm gaining the communication, that when I say something, how did you interpret what I said? Did it mean what I wanted it to say in the way that I said it, or did you take it a different way, you know? I get told I should do radio with my deep voice. Yeah, if you train it, yeah. You train it well enough, you can. All right, let's see here, Asia. What am I gonna? I was gonna show you something, right? Oh, Facebook. So easily distracted. Excuse me. Yeah. So like, if you haven't been on with, if you've been on, if you like somebody and they're fairly new and you've known them for a while, like a few years back and forth, but y'all haven't dated in a while, where would you take her on a first date? Like, maybe y'all might have been on a date or two in the past, but that was probably 2-3 years ago.
Never see the crap that big, dude. Ever. Look at this. God.
What was he about to say?
That's a crappie, bro.
Okay, let me see. Let me go back to where I was. I can't believe that my people got kids graduating high school, y'all. That man is so pretty. Guess what I'm talking about? Okay, let me see here. Oh, that's so cute. See, I get so, what was I looking for? Oh, me. Focus, Asia, me. Focus. Thank you. Focus. Isn't she lovely? Where are my pictures? Huh? What? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You are very communication oriented. Thank you, Nandy. I get told I should do radio. Yes, team. I'm not gonna be talking. Huh? Oh my gosh. Not if it's just a commercial. It's just a commercial. You don't gotta be Barry White. If you wanted to make the party turn up, what would be your go-to song as a DJ? It depends on the crowd. What age range are we talking? And then what is the purpose of the party? Is it a retirement party? Is it a birthday party? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, is it a graduation party? Because it depends on the lay of the land, what you play. We finna go to Olive Garden. We go to Olive. So Nandy said Olive Garden. Deem said Olive Garden. Or maybe a nice restaurant. Okay. Robert didn't come back. Probably because we got cut off earlier. He never came back. I couldn't tell him because we got blocked. Maybe a nice restaurant. Told you. It's like, where does the time go? FNS. Hey, FNS. What's them eyes for? What's wrong? He told middle-aged white people. That's what you're saying? Retirement's gotta be cha-cha slide. Now retirement slide. If I'm here in this state, I would probably play Where the Fans At, because the last one I did, it was a retirement party, and that was her theme, was cowboys. So I played Where the Fans. We played a lot of Southern soul stuff because it's really big here. If it was like middle-aged white people, they like Carolina Girl. They like the stuff like I wouldn't necessarily play. I might test like Beach Boy type stuff. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. What, Carolina Girl? Yeah, they love Carolina Girl. Oh my gosh! And then I'm here in Carolina, right? I'm in South Carolina, so Carolina Girl is like an immediate go-to anyway. You know, Elvis. Of course, yeah, Beach Boys, yeah. Oh my god, I'll play some John Lennon, some Elton John. I can get away with a couple of pop songs like who am I thinking of? Like a Katy Perry or something, you know. A couple of those things, you know. Phil Collins, yeah. Nandy, okay, Nandy. That's your favorite music, huh? Nandy got them all. Okay, Nandy. So yeah. Look. Dang. This gonna be way back in there. Sheesh. Where's the bitch at? Let me see. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 da, da. I was DJing a wedding. That was back when my hair was permed. So yes. Where is that dress? That's a cute dress on me, by the way. I should wear that again. Where do you come from, Q? Because I promise you disappear, and then all of a sudden you come out of nowhere. I promise you, I'd be like, oh, he's not here. Let me show this real quick. He just come out of nowhere. Sheesh. I'd be the first one to chat. It's not divine timing. It's not. Can't forget about Justin Timberlake. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, them too. What did I say about Olive Garden? So I didn't say anything about Olive Garden, Eric. So I asked the gentleman in the chat if you were dating somebody, or I'm sorry, if you were potentially wanting to date somebody and you've known them for years, and maybe y'all dated years ago, but now they're kind of coming back around. Y'all were never like exclusive. You know, you might have dated a time or two, and so it's been a few years. If you were to date her now, where would you take her? And so most of the men in the chat said Olive Garden. So that's why I was asking, where would you take her? So that's why you said you've seen so many Olive Gardens. Any requests? Oh yeah, that's DJ Lydia right there. Yep, divine timing. Something like that. Beautiful ring while you were DJ. Thank you. And we are back at it. Hey, Pink Taco. Yay, we're back. Whenever we talk about clothing, Q comes through. I don't know. It's just timing. He was like the devil. Say his name. He said, "Why can't be angelic?" Not my words. That was Misfit. I did not say nothing about being no devil. Listen. I can change my answer. I'm going to RB. You want to stay with her? We were just talking about this, right, Nandy? Like, how you got her is how you keep her. Now, it depends on the type of woman that you're seeking, right? If she's okay with Arby's, then that's cool. But how you get her is how you keep her. Misfit demons run and hide from me. I come out. Cute. He was an angel. Pink taco. McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's. Ugh, we're definitely not going out again. If you're taking me to McDonald's, I'm eating French fries and a parfait. I'm going home. Maybe a side salad. But I'm going home. Look how tiny we were. I mean, I'm always tiny. I've been tiny. But look. We were bees. I like the large rings. Look at you. Thank you, Eric. I cook for you, Asia, as a date. Have me slicing cucumbers. Okay, and so I said that because somebody asked me on a and I said, they was like, when are we gonna get together on a date? And I said, what do you have in mind? And then they said, well, I'll go wherever you want to go. I'll travel wherever you want to go. Or we can come to my place and have dinner and stuff and hang by the pool. And so, what do you think my thoughts are on that? He didn't say he'd cook, though. He said we could get some food. What do you think my thoughts were on that? At least it's better than McDonald's. Oh my gosh. They're both fast food. I feel like Arby's is like a little bit more, like maybe a little bit more better, like a little bit better than McDonald's in terms of fast food, and maybe it's healthier. No. If the only thing I want at Arby's is the French fries, but I don't even know if the French fries are good. I don't know. That's enough for me. Cause I'm definitely not getting ice cream at McDonald's. Definitely not. I don't want anything at McDonald's. I don't want anything at McDonald's. I haven't been to McDonald's in. Did y'all not see the video where the lady did? She had bought McDonald's and kept it from like 19. It might have been 2004. And she kept it in a box in her closet for 20 years. And she went back and opened it, and it looked exactly the same. It just, the fries just looked like dried up fries. Like they had just, gotten dried up. Did no mold or nothing. The burger wasn't molded. The bread wasn't molded. It wasn't crusty. It wasn't nothing. It just was literally, it just looked a little stale. It didn't look like it had been there for 20 years. And it wasn't like she preserved it. She literally just put it in a shoebox and put it in her closet for 20 years. It didn't have no smell to it. It didn't have none of that. And there was a video where they took the burger from McDonald's and put it in hydrochloric. Is it hydro something acid? I can't say the name. I can't. Hydrochloric. Is it hydrochloric acid? I don't know. But it's the acidity in your stomach that essentially breaks down your food and your digestion in your body. And so they put the McDonald's burger in it. And then within like an hour or two, the whole, all the acid was just black. It was like black sludge. And so like that's what McDonald's was doing to your body. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. This is going to be fun. Big Taco gonna be like, so you want a large fry? That's why you should wear your large ring on your date for punching him. What? We're gonna go crazy on McNuggets. I used to love the McNuggets until I heard how they made them, and then I was like, you know what, I'm done. Until over time, as I've gotten older, that's why I started leaving a lot of stuff. Like, you know what? It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Like my aunt got sick today because of something she ate. I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Where would you like to go if given the chance? Yeah, he was dehydrated and trying to go hard. That guy is trying to be slick talking about his place. Right. Because he was like, we can, hang out. I was like, I got a pool. And so I like pools. Of course I like pools, but it helps know the person first before planning a first date. The more the better. I've known him for years. Years. Sounds like bro was ready to eat vegan. In terms of food, Arby's sucks compared to McDonald's. Really? Arby's. That's what I'm saying. The curly fries. That would be the only thing I eat from Arby's. I've heard about it, but didn't see it. Heard about McDonald's food is insane. They opened an Arby's by me last summer. They've been closed down for months. Wow. Thank you, hydrochloric acid. Thank you. I was like, I think that's it.
Here we go. Good old McDonald's cheeseburger. Still warm. Just tempted to eat it. Okay, so we're going to leave our burger to digest for a while in the acid. Come back later and see what's happened.
And like most of the chemicals I talk about, I can be absolutely sure that every person watching has a sample of hydrochloric acid with them as they watch. Because hydrochloric acid is found in everybody's stomach, and it's part of our digestive process. So, as you're watching me, churning away in your stomach is hydrochloric acid, which is one of the first stages in which food is broken down into usable components to give you energy or make you fat.
It's 3.5 hours. So we're going to see what happens to a tasty McDonald's cheeseburger after 3.5 hours of concentrated hydrochloric acid. Okay. Ooh. Oh my God. I think it's absolutely disgusting. So, I mean, the fats aren't really going to dissolve very well because in your stomach there's lots of bile acids and thing in your actual body to do digestion. This is just pure.
Ooh. Ooh. Let me see if I can find the 20-year-old McDonald's burger. Hold on.
Fumes coming out.
Oh, I knew a lady is a man too.
Imagine making $453,000 in a single month as an affiliate marketer without relying on Google, Facebook, or ClickBank, or creating new accounts on Pinterest,
Gotcha.
Twitter, TikTok.
Well, you are more
I guess
than
you like
welcome
my world's oldest hamburger.
to
Utah David
eat
Whipple
it.
has kept this hamburger in this hamburger tin since, get this, the 1990s.
July 7th, 1999.
I'll tell people about it, and they're shocked. They're surprised. They want to see pictures.
So how long ago does 1999 feel?
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Yeah. President Clinton had just survived being impeached. Share Believe. And the first Star Wars prequel, was the #1 movie.
And I bought a hamburger, McDonald's hamburger. I think it was 79 cents in Logan, Utah.
That begs the question, David, why in the world would someone keep a hamburger for more than 20 years?
Okay, so the story goes, I had a hamburger that I was using to show people about how things deteriorate. I carried it around for about a month at a couple of demonstrations. One right there. And then it got stuck in a coat pocket. The coat got thrown in the back of my van. And I guess it just got hung up in our closet in Logan. Subsequently, we moved from Logan to St. George, Utah, and it stayed there for a couple of years. I think my wife was giving the coat away or something and found it.
Well, how about reaching into your coat pocket and finding an old hamburger that's 14 years old?
That was back in 2013 when we first introduced you to David and his ancient burger right here on 2 News. Our YouTube video of the news story went viral with nearly 10 million views. Since then, David has kept this burger in its tin and hasn't opened it until now.
All right. I have no idea. Maybe it's turned to dust. There's the sack that it came in. That was the wrapper it was in. And that's disintegrating more than the hamburger is, probably. There it is. My gosh. It hasn't changed. The pickle's the only thing that's disintegrated. This is actually the receipt. I had to put it in plastic. It was just going to be gone. Do you want to smell it?
That's usually a no from me, but this burger had only a faint smell of
Cardboard?
Cardboard, yeah.
That hamburger is 20 years old.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to seeing it like this?
Scary. It's a real conundrum.
It's just crazy. I mean, it looks like you could just heat this up in the microwave and just eat it. I mean, you probably die.
Good thing you keep it in a little
You probably
sarcophagus because you got the king tut of hamburgers here. It dried so fast that there was no way that the bacteria or mold could grow into it and make it nasty.
That makes keeping a hamburger for 20 years a little easier. That and maybe some money.
That's $1 million hamburger right there. I don't know. Maybe the Smithsonian ought to keep this.
No word just yet on the burger's worth, but David hopes it's gone up from the 79 cents he paid for it at a Logan, Utah McDonald's more than 20 years ago.
I keep thinking somebody's going to offer me a lot of money for this and I can retire. Till then.
From Heber City, Adam Forgy, 2 News.
So, we leave that kind of stuff right where it is. They should just let this. Listen. They don't want. But everybody is free to eat whatever they want. You can eat whatever you want. You might be like, listen, maybe you want to do the experiment yourself. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe you go to McDonald's and get you a cheeseburger or get you a hamburger. And then you leave it in a shoebox or something for a couple months and see if anything changes. You say kill would turn to green sludge. Okay. I'm changing my answer back to Olive Garden. That's so stupid. Bill 9. Now, a nice hot and fresh cookout tray with cheese. Cookout tray? You mean like the cookout? That's worse, I feel like. They messed too. This is stunt double. No, the only thing I liked at Mickey D's was the premium McWraps and the chemical magnets. I did like the McChickens back in the day. All of the toys. The dude's famous because he had a burger in his pocket. They should let McDonald's supply the prison food. I want a toy. I'm a MF by a 20-year-old. No, I'm not saying that you. I'm saying you buy a hamburger now, and then you store it in your house for a month or two and see what it does, and see that it doesn't break down. That's what I was saying. Not that you buy it. No, you don't buy it. I don't know. The snack wraps, yeah. I like the wraps back in the day. But yeah, if anything, maybe a French fry, but I have to be really, really hungry. I was sleeping on Wendy's though. Now I worked at Wendy's, so I stopped eating Wendy's too. Like, I would do a Frosty every now and again, and maybe some fries, but that's about it. Because the chili used to be, like, when we were there, whatever hamburgers that got too hard on the grill, they stayed on the grill too long, we would take them, freeze them for like 2 or 3 days. Then we would unthaw them, boil them on the stove until they got soft, and then chop them up and put them in the chili. That's how you get your chili. Yummy. The McRib, never got into big ribs. Or to Wendy's fries and the Baconator. So once you learn certain things, but like somebody was saying, and she didn't say which bakery, but she was like, listen, if you ever work at she was like, certain stores, she was like, whatever, like if it's molded, she was like, they would cut the mold part off, change the date, and put it back out there. And then it'll just be like half of the cake. It's like, what? Oh my gosh, you should just make your own stuff, I heard about the chili stuff. I think they still do. They probably still do that in Andy. Now they charge too much if you want to poison yourself with Mickey D's. I prefer Little Richard's barbecue. I feel like it's a little bit in everything. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. Like, in everything. But that's another conspiracy theory for another day. They definitely don't want y'all to live too long though. Wait until you guys find out what they do to the cheese of Taco. We're not even talking about Taco Bell. Remember Taco Bell? They said the meat is grade D, the same grade as dog food. That was enough for me. And I was like, why your meat always look runny? It always runny? So like, never mind. You said, am I gonna plant a garden? I intend to. I intend to have my own stuff. That's the goal. They making process. They food making process. Is that gross? It's ingredients that are concerning. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so you just gotta. And it's a thing that's like, it's like a slow thing, you know. Like, remember I told you about the guy who said you figure out whether you had good habits or bad habits for 10 to 20 years, because it's a slow process. It doesn't like hurt you all of a sudden. It's just a little bit over time, a little bit over time, a little bit over time. It's a little bit here. It's like a little, like, it's almost like a penny over time, penny over time, penny over time. And then it starts becoming, quarter. You know, it starts becoming nickels. Then it starts becoming dimes. Then it starts becoming quarters. Now it's dollars. You know what I mean? Little by little by little by little. And you think it's nothing. And it's not necessarily just that one particular thing. But imagine you're eating, canned goods have a lot of sodium in them. So, right, you're eating that. Then you're eating stuff from McDonald's. So it has the, maybe the trans fats. Then you're eating breads and carbohydrates and rice, and it tastes delicious, but all carbs usually break down the sugar, so now it's a lot of extra sugar in your system. And so over time, that's why I push for enemas and stuff that can cleanse out your system. Maybe you don't do it all the time, because I don't eat meat, but I don't say you don't have to eat meat, but at least if you're cleaning your body out and flushing it out of that stuff, it's going to prolong your life, though, Even if you do it once a year or something, it's better than nothing, because all that stuff is probably just sitting up in crevices and in your body, and you just don't even know it, Your meat looks runny. Your meat looks runny. It's crazy. Have you heard about that woman who tried to sue McDonald's because she said they made the food too obsessive for her? I mean, I feel like that's kind of like what they said about Coke. Remember they said there was cocaine in Coke? I can't confirm or deny. I do not know. Running meat is insane. Why y'all laughing? Y'all know Taco Bell got that runny, it is runny. And it give you the runs. You be running like the food. Like, whoever thought, like, where you ever went and had a taco with a meat look like that? Like, ever? The only thing I really care for is the sauce that go on top of it, but I'm good. I don't even know what that means, Deem. What? Hey, Fab Rob. Oreos are pretty addictive, too. Yep. It's so much, right? So much. Just got in. I'm tired. It was a long day for me. Yeah, Fat Rob. Everybody's got some. The weather has been very up and down. Like today, it was hot. Like I was walking this morning, and the guy said, "You not hot?" Because I was walking with a hoodie, not a hoodie, but a jacket, a zip up jacket when I walk. He's like, "You not hot?" And I was like, "It's a little warm." One, because I don't want no what do you call it? I don't want no stuff in my hair. So I walk with my scarf. And then if I don't have pockets, I want something to hold my phone. Yes, you said they have trans fat. Yeah, like processed stuff, trans fat. Yeah. Good night, Misfit. Alright, let's see here. Aysia, you didn't wear, Aysia, you didn't wear your bird feather, aka your bang. No, I didn't put on the bang yet. I'm munching on salad. Okay. You want me to get the bang? You want me to put the bang on? Listen. Okay, listen. You want the bang? The bang. Once I get it on the way I want it, I think it's gonna be cute. But it has to kind of match, even though this is kind of. I think it's a little too shiny, right? And I also think I would rather, like, my hair is slicked back, but I would rather, like, take more time to do my hair, like, really slick it back, and then wrap it really good, and then blow dry it until it's shiny, like, and then that would match better, because it can't be kind of, like, two different shit. No. It's got to be all in one. Make sure we got the oil sheen and all that stuff. Gotta look good in order for me to, work that out better. Munching on salad. Interesting. It's hot and humid out there now. Remind me again where you located, Rob? The most stuff that I usually do is like this ponytail right here. I'm not usually a extension girl and all that stuff. And then I'm natural, so I don't try to put extensions in, because unless they're natural extensions, I feel like it would look weird, especially if I get wet and it like curls up. So usually the most that I usually do is like a ponytail. And occasionally I'll do braids, or I'll do crochets. And that's about it. Braids, crochets, and I'll do a couple Bantu knots every now and again. I saw some nice videos of a lady doing some interesting styles the other day. God, somebody bit me in California. Oh, okay, okay, that's right. You're out there at Bluke. You did say that, okay. What'd you say? Wear the do-rag so you can come back in the chat. I had to add gel to my hair and brush it to lay down. So I have my do-rag on. I have a ponytail right now, but I haven't worn my do-rag since I was rocking my 360 waves. Yeah. Where is my stuff? Okay, yeah. Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. Sheesh. It's so late. Do 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 do. Okay. Nice. He don't usually pop in for stuff like this. Yo, where is Boss Dog though? Like, I'm generally like, it's been a minute. It's been like a couple weeks. His child gonna be grown when he get back. Where is he? Rain! Hello! I'm not gonna cut my hair anymore. It symbolizes my family's strength. Oh, you trying to be Samson. Okay, I get it. Larry, read this book out loud. Larry, you do that every time you come in. Hello, Rain. How about braiding your hair in a 3-haired braided ponytail? Huh? You mean just like a braid? He's trying to get me to cuss, Hugh. Nandy. He's trying to get me to cuss. That's what he's doing. So if you read it all together, it's like, yeah. Boss Frog? Oh my gosh. Yeah. How are you, Rain? What's going on? Tell us. Catch us up. Listen, you say you trying to grow up for your family heritage or something. You said something like that. Don't come looking at me like I'm weird. You say you causing storms lately. Not my girl Rain. Rain ain't cause no storms. No storms. Na, 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 na. Where did you hear that growing your hair out was symbolic of family strength? Like what? Like a Indian culture, like Native American? What culture? What culture? Which one? Why can I not find my knitting? I'm very upset about it because I cannot find my knitting. You know I like to cover my stuff. I don't know where it is. No, been working too hard. Even changed the weather lately. Okay. You have family in Atlanta, Rain? Oh, it's not a cultural thing. Okay. This was my old one. Mm. Yes, my mom and dad are here just waiting on my man to come back now. Where is he at? What do you mean come back? Where he at? Oh my gosh. TMI. TMI. How's Gavin, Rain? Well, you said come back, so he went and saw you in Atlanta? Did y'all meet up again? Oh, you went to see him again? No, I'm not muted. No. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So you're supposed to see him again, what, June 4th? Is that what you're saying? Well, y'all been doing a good job, though. You've waited this long, yeah? How long have y'all been together now? How long has it been? You said you liked the pillows, so hush. The 4th of July, oh, okay. Okay. Wow. But y'all been going strong. That's good. Mm-hmm. That's good. The end of March. Wow. Look at time flying by. Almost 2 months. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's going by so fast. Okay. Then how you gonna complain about them if you said they're fluffy and comfortable? then no complaints. If you like it, no complaints. That's good. I'm glad everybody's going strong. That's good. You wouldn't have it any other way. Where you gotta be anyway? To me, you can't move. Where you trying to go? Huh? Nowhere. You're welcome. Then turn the air down. Make sure it's at 65, okay? There you go. Then you don't worry about that. Turn the air down. What about you, girl? I've been gone for 3 weeks. What's going on? So, same old. We had my show about, how long ago? My show was like a month ago? No, it wasn't. Maybe almost. Yeah, my show was on the 26th. So, yeah, show was about a month ago. Getting ready for the next one's not till July, so we got some time. Just working, putting out offers and getting on all these calls and meetings and stuff. Teaching these men about women. These men. But it's good to see you, Rain. I like to have ladies in the chat because I'd be outnumbered. Trying to get comfortable. Are you, though? You should already be comfortable. Yes. I'm always on the grind. I'm always doing something. I'm on a snack. Not this one, though. I'm fast. I want some more of these. I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. Not this one. What? What, the thigh? You're fine. You're fine. It's fine. Q gone? Let me make sure. We need like a pop in the chat. Oh, I'm just trying to slide up something. I am also in full support of ladies being in the chat. Nandy, you should always be in support of ladies in the chat. The chat is for everybody. We do not discriminate. We allow everybody to come. Usually people need just a little outlet. And they say what they want and they on to the next one. Tell me, you need some water. He's a little hot. Coming in hot. Wow. Wait a minute. Some water. I'm very inclusive. I never discriminate. All right, Nandy. You tell me anything I want to hear. That's a sign. Yeah, the men need it. It's a pandemic out here for my friends. Say they went to a church club and it was more like trash than the regular club. Wow. Wow. Yeah. You looked up. That's for sure. Let's go with us in chat. The church club. Are there to work for Jesus? Oh my gosh. Hush, Dean. Hush. I mean, there always is like stuff for singles and, you know, Christian mingle and all that stuff, but I've got to the point now, it's like, just let people be people. Everybody has something, you know? Everybody has something. But I feel like everybody suppresses so many different parts of themselves that they don't know who they are until they act out in other ways accordingly. So by just allowing people to explore themselves and not pass judgment so quickly, it allows them to figure out the things that they really want to do and they really want to be before we judge them and all that stuff. And then, it's a calling. Have you ever been to a church club? I've been to a church club. I mean, I went to church and I've been to a club and I've been to a church club. But I've had things where I think they did like Sunday nights at clubs, and they would do like a gospel night or something, you know. And that would be, it happened to be at a club, but Sunday night be gospel night or something, you know, that kind of stuff maybe. That's what this is. Oh my gosh. Hi. How's the weather in Atlanta? It's a new thing they're trying to do for the youth in Atlanta, and it seems to have a lot of people come out. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Now that I think about it, it's probably a good thing that you went to Texas. But they've also been saying, you know, Texas is not necessarily the best place to meet men either. Texas and Atlanta are like the two, like, they're like, nah, don't do that. It's all good, though. You find your person when you find them. So I'm very happy that you found Gavin in here and it's going well. That's good. Please getting better. She's no therapy needed. Okay. That's good. Ooh, y'all, I'm getting sleepy. Hot girl, I start sweating. Just looking at the windows. I mean, cause I'm here in South Carolina, and today was rough. Today was hot. I usually walk around 10:30 in the morning, but I might have to start walking a little bit earlier because it's getting too warm. Hot. Today was 80s, and you know, Atlanta, South Carolina, very humid. Very humid. She got a lead foot now. She got a lead foot now because of why? about to call it. I'm getting sleepy. Oh, gotcha. What kind of car you drive again, Dean? Rain, tell Gavin we said hello. Good night, Nandy. Any last questions, comments, anything from anybody before we call it a night? I had to say slow down 4 times. 2017 Dodge Journey. Okay, Dodge Journey. Okay. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not supposed to. I get that, Rain. I get that. So, in our world, and I say in our world, I mean spiritual world, meaning I think women are more spiritual than men. I think men are more physical, women are more spiritual. So when I work on my goals, we have this thing called manufactured manifestations, and we have surrendered manifestations. The difference is when you manufacture your manifestations, when you do things by the book, I think that's more of a male way to do things because men are very physical. So you plan it and you put it all out there and say, okay, do this and this and this and this. Whereas surrender manifestation is where you let the universe or God do 80% of the work and you do 20%. So yes, you are still doing things, but then you allow God to figure out how it comes to you so that you're not stressing. So I just want to make sure that you are not overly stressing, trying to make everything work, but allow the universe to help you get the other 80% so that you don't feel like you're trying to put 80% out, because manufacture manifestation is like you putting out 80% of the work and allowing the universe to do 20. But the universe is like, listen, I got this. I've been doing this. That's how I got y'all together in the first place. It had to be the universe because you came here randomly one day. He came here randomly one day. So we know your manifestations work. It's just allowing it to fall into place in the way that it falls, right? So don't overdo it. Sometimes you just pull back and let it work its thing and make sure that you're still putting in the work, but not overly working. Because spiritually and energetically, if you're in alignment, the stuff is going to flow to you anyway. God will do exactly what you need. All right. On that note, we're going to get on out of here. Let's see. That's until I get the trucker charger. Okay. I will. And good night, girl. Have a great night. Thank you, Rain. All right, y'all. Yes, we're always here for you. Yes, we love you, little big sister. God bless you. Thank you so much, Dean. Good night, Crystal. Good night, Dean. Good night, Nandy. Good night, Rain. I think that's everybody. I see 8 people, but I only see 5 in the chat, so I think that's everybody. All right. Oh, Wesley. Wesley, you got to come a little earlier, honey. I'm tired tonight. It's been a longer day than most. I need to go check on my auntie before I go to bed, so I'm going to get off here early. But I've been good, Wesley. Thank you for asking so much. Gotcha. All right. We go live every night, 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. So you check us out tomorrow. As always, keep smiling, keep shining. You got this. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.